Hello friends, my name's Emile and welcome back to some more Need for Speed Underground 2. Today we are going to be going and doing a URL event because we apparently are almost done with this game. So we've literally, judging by what I've worked out in the last episode, there are 3 more circuit events to do, 2 more URL races, and then we're on to the final race of the game. Which is pretty exciting. I'm still not 100% sure on this. I don't know if like this URL event's going to unlock like 2 last events to do, or maybe something like that. According to the game completion status, we've only got 63%. So I mean, I don't know if I'm missing something or something like that. But yeah. Anyways, the plan would be, in this episode, we're going to finish URL races. In the next episode, we're going to do the circuit races. Episode 48 is technically when we should be finishing the game. However, I think I'm just going to go, on a manic spending spree. And spend all this bank that we've got, because we've got no use for it. Because, as I've explained before, we've got basically everything we need, as far as this car's concerned. So, yeah. We're probably just going to go buy a car, buy another car, and race it out to the max. And I think I know which car it's going to be. And hopefully, if you've been watching long enough, you might also know what car it's gonna be. Because it's got to be done. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the end of this game. It's going to be such a relief to have this one finally off my back. That'll be absolutely amazing. And then we can move on to Need for Speed Most Wanted and getting that game finished. Which will hopefully be done alongside Carbon. I don't know if, well, this is episode 46. In case you're wondering, I'm still recording this on the it's a Monday. It's Monday the 8th of February I'm currently recording this on. So you probably get this episode on the Tuesday, whatever the next Tuesday is. So yeah, I am recording ahead. I don't know, I might double upload this just to get it out of the way and done, provided I finish the game, but we'll have to see on that one. But yeah, I'm not sure how much life Carbon's got left in it. To this point, I can't really comment. So, provided it's still got some in it and I'm still playing through it, Most Wanted and Carbon will run alongside each other, and then they might even be done around the same time as each other, which would be pretty awesome. And then after that, we'll be moving on to something else, and that'll be, well, most of my Let's Plays clocked off, and once we've done Most Wanted and Carbon, the only Let's Play currently open is Forza Motorsport 2. So I might go back and finish that one off. We'll have to see. The good news is my Forza 2 Let's Play isn't actually that old. It's August 2015 is when it started, according to the episode I've put on the playlist, or the information I've put on the playlist. The good news is Test Drive 426, who is a racing game YouTuber, his Forza Motorsport 2 Let's Play actually stars in like 2012, so yeah, mine isn't quite that bad, and he finished his sometime in 2015. After Most Wanted and Carbon, I don't know, I'm tempted by Undercover, although I know that's not the best game in the world, because I played it very recently. I actually bought it off eBay. I played the PC version. I had the version on PC, but yeah, I then decided to play the console version because that's what I play games on. Sorry, I'm sure some PC gamers are outraged at the moment, but yeah, I play games on consoles. I prefer it because it's just easier for me to do, instead of like opening Steam and clicking the game and running the game and changing all the graphics settings until it runs just right, and changing all the control settings and stuff. I'd just rather stick the game in the console and it do things. So yeah, Pro Street is also another possible one. I know Pro Street is the world's longest game in the world. Yeah, and I do have to admit, I cheated. I bought the thing which basically gives you all the bits, like the car parts and stuff for free. So, yeah. I don't know if I might have to start like a completely separate account or something if I decide to do Pro Street. Or I could, maybe you can just delete it off your Xbox and re-download it after I'm done with the game. I'm not too sure. So, Pro Street's another possibility. Other than that, there's not really much else, unless I get like Need for Speed The Run. I think the Most Wanted 2012 is a little bit too structured. Or, you know, it isn't very structured towards Let's Play, as is the Need for Speed Rivals. So, yeah, I don't know. If I don't decide to do Pro Street or Undercover, it's probably the end of the Need for Speed playthroughs on this channel, unless I decide to do NFS 2015. Which, to be honest with you, that also seems like a very likely Let's Play for the future. To be honest with you, I'm probably going to do that one once a few more like updates come out. Once they start making like the cars like really, really good, like most of the cars with customization, stuff like that on them, I probably take a look at NFS 2015. It is a good game. It's quite a long game as well, but yeah, that's a reasonably decent game to Let's Play. It shouldn't be too hard. So yeah, that's the plan. So yeah, I am genuinely stoked for getting this game finished now. I'm, you know, hoping that I can actually finish it tonight, which would be absolutely amazing. You know, if I actually finish, I'm going to be so overjoyed, because it's just been going on for so long. And don't get me wrong, I've enjoyed doing this Let's Play. It has had its ups and downs. Admittedly, this game has annoyed me a lot, but at the same time, it's been a really fun game to come back to and experience once again, because it's an incredible game. It really is. Don't let my rage, if I've like raged at any point in this Let's Play and stuff, and you haven't played Underground 2 for whatever reason, don't let it put you off. Find an Xbox 360, find a copy, or an original Xbox if you want, you know, find a copy of Underground 2 and just play through this game. It's still amazingly good. It's held the test of time beautifully. I think the graphics, you know, some may say, oh, they're not very nice looking, but for a game that's 11 years old, you know, again, I grew up mostly with like Gran Turismo 2. That's my favourite game of all time, so as you can probably tell, graphics don't really matter to me. So yeah, you know, I think I've spoke about this before. Gran Turismo is a game I would absolutely adore to Let's Play, like Gran Turismo 2 or Gran Turismo 4. That'd be awesome. The only issue is I'd probably have to find a new PS3. I actually gave my old PS3 away, and it's actually, I don't want to take it out of its new home. I know where it is. My dad has actually got it, and you know, they seem to use it more than I would. So yeah, I'd probably just find a new PS3, to be honest with you. One that can actually like backwards compatible PS1 games. I've heard some of them you can actually backwards compatible with PS2 games as well. So if I could find one of those, that would be pretty damn sick. I'd have to like track down the actual model number and so on and so forth. But if I could find one of them for like £30 or £40, that would be awesome. Then I'd be able to, provided I actually convince the Elgato to work in the PS3, because that's of course the other issue. PlayStation's they're an absolute bitch to record off if you've got an Elgato HD60, and I think even the HD60 Pro. For whatever reason, the PS3 just doesn't cooperate with it. You need to like basically trick it into recording it with like a HDMI splitter or something. I'm not particularly well, I know my way around technology. I can do the like most bits, but when we're getting like properly anal, that's where it starts to lose me. So yeah, recording like PS3 and stuff, that might be a bit of an issue. But I'll certainly give it a go, because if it means I can play through like Gran Turismo 2 or Gran Turismo 4, that'd be amazing. What wouldn't be amazing if I get past on this final bit because I decided to hold down the right stick again by accident, because it's just incredible. We're done? Okay. That was... okay, I wasn't expecting it to only be a 2-race one. I was expecting 3 races, but okay. Just give me a second. Okay, we're back. My apologies for that. Right, anyways. Right, let's just confirm if what I think's true. No, it's not. Okay, so there might be a bit more left to this Let's Play than meets the eyes. Well, I want to know world events, actually. Does that possibly... I'm not sure, actually. It could also mean... I don't think it means magazine covers. It could. I don't think it does. Okay, so the URL events don't count, so that's something. Although, to be fair, at least it means maybe episode 48 won't be quite as shallow as I'm expecting it to be. Because I'm just expecting nothing in it, to be perfectly honest with you. If it's just spending the money and so on, I don't know if it'll be that good an episode. So, and I assume I'll... well, I don't know, actually. I think it would be a good episode for me, because I'd be able to have a laugh. I think for other people, they might be just like, oh, just complete the game already, goddammit, this is kind of a waste of an episode. And you'd be right. It would be, so. Okay, so, yeah. I want to get this wrapped up by episode 50. I think episode 50 would be a nice number to end on. So, yeah, if it does end on episode 50, then that'd be kind of cool. Anyway, more URL races. As I've explained before, unfortunately we can't watch cutscenes because the audio is buggered because of the way this backwards compatibility on this old game works. Essentially, you just can't watch the cutscenes. So yeah. Anyways, loading. What? Let's go. Come on, start the race. Start the race, Lara Croft, just so I can finally get this damn URL race done. Because this actually means once this one is done, there's only one more URL race to go, and I believe that's the final race in the game, unless the final race in the game is classed as a different thing. I'm fairly certain it's classed as a URL race. I am fairly certain of that. What I'm also fairly certain of is that this is going to be the longest URL race championship we've ever done. I think that might be why that last one was only 2 races long, is because this one is going to be hell long, because I believe this is... I'll explain the story a little bit, because I do remember bits of it. I think this is like the last stand for the bald guy. The bald guy's the one who crashed our skyline at the start of the race, or at the start of the game. He ambushed it with the Hummer. Yeah, and this is like his final attempt to get rid of us. He's basically sending his apparently best racers, and this is supposed to be like the final showdown before he comes along. So these are sort of like the best racers in Bayview, and yeah, basically he sent them after us, and then in the next thing it's going to be the final showdown between him and me. So that'll be cool. Yeah, World of Ending Wins. I wonder... I assume you have to complete all of them to get the final race to unlock, surely. Surely that's the case. Unless it's not. Which, it wouldn't make any sense if it's not, so, yeah. Anyways. Yeah, I don't know, I still think we're going to have like a light-hearted, fun episode where we just customise some little car. Again, not saying which car. I think some of you might know what car I'm on about, though. Yeah, race out a little car, and then finally do the final thing. We might do the final race in the raced out little car. but I'm not sure. I might do it in the 3000 GT just because it gets it done quicker. Because the 3000 GT, as we all know, is the ultimate race car. Right, slide it into there. See, that's where the sort of slidey nature of this car can come in handy. But still, I would prefer a little bit more structure to it. But then again, I think this is about the best handling car you can get with this handling system, because it's a very, very old game. It has an old, crooked handling system. So, yeah, of course you don't expect like Forza physics in Need for Speed. I would love to see Forza physics in Need for Speed. That'd be awesome. Can you imagine like a racing game which actually had like realistic-ish, like Forza style? Well, actually, technically it's Forza Horizon, but you know, with more street culture and racy cars put into it, I think that could be like a really cool game. Yeah, I guess that might be Forza Horizon, and I suppose if the quote-unquote Forza fans get their way, then that might be what the new Horizon 3 could be. Of course, they won't get their way because Turn 10 doesn't listen, which, you know, in some cases I'm quite thankful for. Oh, God. Especially when it comes to this last car pack. Just this. All the people who are screaming about that last car pack, your tears fill me with so much joy. Because I love that car pack. I thought it was a really, really good car pack, so, yeah. I got absolutely slated on the Forza, like, DLC page because I said I like this car pack. Because I said I like the car pack, everyone was like, what are you on about? And I said the only car I wasn't interested in really was the Daytona Coupe, and everyone was like, that's the only good thing about this game. It's like, the worst thing about the Forza community is the two different communities that are currently arguing. You've got the Drift dudes, who hopefully have all just like been caught off by NFS 2015 and stuff like that. These are the sort of people that aren't really Forza fans, and they basically just play the game, complain about it all the time, and then each time something like Project Cars or Assetto Corsa comes along, they'll be like, oh my god, that game's gonna be kicking the shit out of Forza, way. Yeah, those are the people who are campaigning for your S14s, yeah, and they want the JDM car packs, and I saw like a really, really stupid idea for a car pack. It was like, the S14, the Corolla GTS, the 1970s Chevelle wagon. I was like, what the hell? I don't even like any of those cars. Anyways, then you've got the Forza racing community. The people, you know, I don't want to throw Tora under the bus because I like Tora. It's a cool organisation and everything. These are the people who are who are saying, if you don't like race cars in Forza, you shouldn't play, you shouldn't play the motorsport games. Motorsport is motorsport, but the Horizon games are for the road cars. Huh. These, yeah, no. No, you don't understand. I like the motorsport games because I like racing on tracks. I also like normal cars. I don't find the race cars particularly fun to drive in any way. I just don't find them fun. So, yeah. And then you got the people like me who basically just sort of, you know, if they see a car they like in a car park, they'll go, yay, that's a cool car park. But there you go. Anyway, I'm going to stop speaking about Forza because this, of course, is an Underground 2 video, and this game existed before Forza Motorsport did. Forza 1 came out in 2005. This game came out in 2004. This game came out when San Andreas was a thing, and I believe there's a few other games people like from this period. It's not just cause, is it? What's the one that all the memes are about? Half-Life. Yeah, Half-Life 2 came out in 2004 as well. Never played the Half-Life games. Never been particularly interested in doing it, to be honest with you. They, you know, I get the fact that they're supposed to be amazing games. I think Watch Mojo said Half-Life 2 was actually the best game of all time. Not particularly. It just looks like another FPS game, to be honest with you. And I think I wouldn't really appreciate it if I played it now. GTA San Andreas came out in 2004. Gran Turismo 4, how can I forget that? That's the second greatest game of all time. In fact, it's so hard for me to choose between Gran Turismo 2 and Gran Turismo 4 as my favourite games of all time. They're just so... Oh God, they're so good games. It's a shame to me that Gran Turismo sort of went down the caca. Don't get me wrong, Gran Turismo 5 I had fun with. Gran Turismo 6 is actually a fairly decent game. But none of these just feel soulless nowadays. That's just all they feel like. They just... compared to the Forza games, they just all feel just fantastically soulless. There's just nothing going on with them. So, yeah, it's a bit disappointing with Gran Turismo, but still, you know, if they release Gran Turismo 2 like remastered or something like that, God, that would be like just the ultimate thing. Let's put it this way. If they say, right, we're releasing Gran Turismo 2 remastered, but you have to buy a PS4 for it, I would literally just run out and buy a PS4. Admittedly, if Gran Turismo Sport's any good, I might... I don't know. You know... I actually almost bought PS4 a couple of months ago, but I just sort of decided I didn't really need one. I've got an Xbox One. There's no real exclusives, save from maybe Drive Club. Drive Club looks okay. But still, I don't think it's really worth buying a console for. There's nothing that really captured me to the PS4 at the moment, so that's why I haven't bought PS4. It's not because I hate PlayStation or anything, it's just because I think Xbox has got better exclusives. And yeah, that's why I have an Xbox in the first place. If I didn't like the exclusive on Xbox, I might even have a PC at this point, just a gaming PC, learn how to build those things and whatnot, but I like the exclusives. And PC gaming's a little bit complicated, and I don't particularly like it. So, excuse me, yeah. Of course, not knocking you. Whatever you want to play, you play. You know, I mean, I still hail the PlayStation 2 as probably the best console of all time. And I'm sure many people do, because it had the best games on it. In fact, I've still got one set up. It's actually on top of my PC tower at the moment. I've got a little PlayStation 2. Very old PlayStation 2, actually. I believe this one's from like 2001, 2002. So yeah. Anyways, that's that done. I apologise if this episode has been a bit ranty and not particularly on any form of topic relating to Need for Speed. But you know, that's the way these occasionally end up going. So yeah. Anyways, let's see what we see when this game finally loads up. Right, we've just got circuit races. There's only those 3 circuit races. So, what counts towards these 30 event wins? That's what I want to know. Anyways, I guess we'll find out in the next episode, because we are going to go and do the circuit races. Anyways, I want to thank you all very much for watching. My name's been The Real Emile. Until next time, farewell.